There is murder in the air. I can taste it.
Cicero is at your service. Oh, great and powerful. Cicero is hungry. Need a sweet roll.
Kynes Grove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
Blade is yours.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking! It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon burial mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out. We gotta find someplace to hide.
Of darkness.
Stay undercover. This is what we came for. We need to see what happens.
Salakunir, Zil Grotova Ulsa.
I remember.
Steady. Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
In life, I was but a speaker for the Black Hand. But you have been
at your service.
So
Listener, that tickles. Humbles his Let's kill someone.
you really are Dragonborn.
Begun.
I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
All hail
Not a
the
damn
savior
thing.
of the Dark Brotherhood.
Really? Where?
All hail the listener.
Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it. We're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now.
I grow restless, as does my blade.
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else.
Is yours.
The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened.
Brother.
Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse.
There is murder.
They could teach me a few things about paranoia.
I can taste it.
I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
You've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Wilco. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
All hail the savior of the Dark Brotherhood. All hail the listener.
With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now give you his knowledge of Dark. speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the graybeards, but you are ready. Tasted the voice of the graybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you. Sky guard you. We spoke the traditional words of greeting to a Dragonborn who has accepted our guidance. The same words were used to greet the young Talos when he came to High Hrothgar, before he became the Emperor Tiber Septim. Ah, I sometimes forget you are not versed in the dragon tongue, as we are. This is a rough translation. Long has the storm crown languished, with no worthy brow to sit upon. By our breath we bestow it now to you, in the name of Kyne, in the name of Shore, and in the name of Atmora of old. You are Ysmir now, the dragon of the north. Hearken to it. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn of this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Has just begun.
Sky, guard you.
Let's kill someone. Listener. Humble Cicero lives to serve.
The Dread Father works through me, and his work has just begun.
You're back! Look what I found. Here, take it.
Test us, my blade.
Do you need anything, my love? We've made a bit of gold. Here, love. This is your share. Bye, love. Here. Wouldn't want you going into a fight on an empty stomach. I'll have another meal ready tomorrow.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Time's growing. Hey, you're the one who killed Elaine Defont up in Ralbathar. Oh yeah. Word about that got around. Man was a piece of bandit trash, is what I hear.
The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Oh,
Things hinge on
Cicero's
Whiterun.
heard about the butcher.
If we
Interesting.
can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not,
Stab!
The people
And
are
then-
behind you.
many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their
He
wives
says to
and
the
children
man,
whose names I
"It's
heard
not a
whispering in their
horror.
last breath.
It's my wife.
I fight for we
Let's
few
kill
who
someone.
only to find
Does it
hundreds of
involve
strangers
sneaking
wearing
and
familiar
stabbing?
faces.
Ooh.
I fight
Please
for my
say
people.
yes.
Impoverished to pay the debts of
Oh,
an
yes,
empire too weak to
listener.
rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule
Pleasure, my
themselves.
listener.
I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the
Let's
day
kill
words are
someone.
enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn. Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Is that so? Ah, yes. You were with us at Helgen. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. Railof's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good man. But he hasn't returned yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks.
Can't wait to kill another Imperial. Helgen, huh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. But first, tell me, why does a Breton want to fight for Skyrim? Fair enough, but are you willing to die for your home? All right, but before I can put you to use, I need to know how much you can take. I have a little test for you. That's what I like to hear. So long as you can back up those words with steel. I'm sending you to Serpentstone Island. If you survive, you pass. If you die, well, you weren't going to be much use to me anyway. It's where men have tested their metal for ages. It's a strange rock formation built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you. We'll see about that, won't we? Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
hero is hungry. Need a
Shadowmere, my old and dear friend.
Need to get for some flowers. Pretty
And I will
flowers.
follow, child of darkness.
Best offense is a good defense.
get why we're wasting time and dwindling resources chasing a legend. We don't even know it exists.
The Jarls are upset. They don't all support you.
Damn the Jarls.
They demand the moot.
And damn the moot! We should risk letting those milk drinkers put Torik's woman on the throne? She'll hand Skyrim over to the elves on a silver plate.
All the more reason, then. The crown would legitimize your claim.
A crown doesn't make a king.
No, but this one.
If it even exists.
It exists, and it will be the symbol of the righteousness of our cause. Think about it. The Jagged Crown. It heralds back to a time before Jarls and Moots. Back to the time when the king was a king because his enemies fell before him, and his people rose because they loved him.
Gee.
Skyrim needs that king. You will be that king, Ulfric. You must be.
You're certain you found it?
When have I ever been false with you?
Fine. I'll send the Unblooded here with you. Fancy a crawl through a moldering dungeon to see if you can't stir up Garmar's Jagged Crown?
It will be there. You'll see. You're alive. I owe Ulfric a drink. I have to admit, I didn't think we'd be seeing you again. I misjudged you. You're definitely Stormcloak material. It's time we made this official. You ready to take the oath? Not at all. That was as much a test of your abilities as it was your resolve. I wasn't sure your heart was in it, but you've proven me wrong, and I respect that. Now, if we're done being sentimental, it's time for you to take the oath. Before you're one of us, you must swear fealty to Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, future High King of Skyrim. You must also pledge unswerving loyalty to your fellow Stormcloaks, to Skyrim, and to her people. That's the spirit. By swearing this oath, you become one of us, a hero of the people, a true son of Skyrim, a Stormcloak. Repeat after me. I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm and true High King of Skyrim. As Talos is my witness, may this oath bind me to death and beyond. Even to my lord, as to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms. All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim. Now you're one of us, which means you get to tag along on a little trip with me. Oh, and here. You're a Stormcloak now. You ought to look the part. I have found the final resting place of the Jagged Crown. Can you believe it? Well, I'm almost certain we're headed to Corvinjund. But if old King Borgus is indeed buried there, we're bound to run into trouble of some kind. Your fellow Stormcloaks are already assembling outside the tomb. I'll meet you there as soon as I'm finished up here. Have you not heard that ancient verse? Maw unleashing razor snow, of dragons from the blue brought down, birth the walking winter's woe, the High King in his jagged crown. Going way back to King Harald's time, or even before, the High King always wore the jagged crown. It was the symbol of his might and power. The crown is made from the bones and teeth of ancient dragons, and it is said to contain a portion of the power of every king who has worn it. True or not, who would dare deny Ulfric's claim when the legendary jagged crown sits upon his brow? It's true. The location of the crown was lost with King Borgas after the Great Hunt killed him while he was off on his damned Alessian campaigns. But legend holds, his body was secretly returned to Skyrim and buried with the crown. Its exact whereabouts lost in the following Wars of Succession. Through sources that shall remain nameless, I've tracked down what I believe to be the final resting place of King Borgas, Corvanjun. If the crown exists, it will be there. Aye, the Great Hunt killed old King Borgas. Gods only know with what profane arts those elves cursed his remains. Curses notwithstanding, the tombs of kings are always full of traps to ward off grave robbers, are they not? But nothing a band of Stormcloaks can't handle, I assure you. Have you not heard? True or not? Who? Reasons. Since when does a man need a reason to protect his family, to defend his homeland? It's the damn Outlanders and Empire that need the reasons. I oppose tyranny. I oppose those who tell me how to live, what to think, and what to believe. I am a man. Skyrim is man's homeland. That is a fact I'm proud of. There is no shame in that. Read your history. Enough talk. There's much to...
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. If Ulfric needs a... mind what or who you practice this on. Strength and steel are well and good, but...
It's good to see you again, dear. Do you need anything, my love? We've made a bit of gold. Here, love. This is your share.
Hail, Galmar. Ha! I knew you'd join up. Great news. We'll take back Skyrim together, eh? I'm glad I'll have you beside me in there. This place chills my blood. And I don't care who knows it. These old ruins. My father always told me to stay away from them. Good advice, I'd say. But never mind all that. We've got a job to do. And nothing's going to stand in our way.
What's the situation? What's the Legion doing here? Damn Imperial spies! Ready to spill some You ready? Even the Imperials might eventually decide to... Control the perimeter. Get yourself ready. You ready? That's what I like to hear. Something for you, but you'll have to come and get it.
One prey awaits us.
Mrs. Merriman, Merriman Smite. The Chester comes calling with his knife in the night.
You and I joined through the powers of the void.
That's the way I... Who's that?
Get across me!
That's the end of that.
There is murder in the air.
What was that?
That's it. That's all you got.
That's the end of that. What was that?
I don't like them.
Force!
I got something for you. Be my guest. What's going on in there? Back. Not so sure. Then perhaps take a moment to look around a little, eh? You there, unblooded. See if you can find another way.
Who's there? That'll just get across me.
My blade is yours.
What? Mother? Is that your voice I hear?
Hall of Stories. We must be getting close now.
I've heard of this. They say these walls should be
Good job. All right, everyone. Keep the guard up. Tell him to go quiet.
I grow restless, as does my blade.
But if that's your wish,
Come on, boys. Let's spread out and see what we've got. Unblooded, do what you do best. See if you can find some way to get that gate open. You'll never ending battle.
The Dread Father works through me, and his work has just begun.
That's done it. All right, boys. Let's get Hey now. They may be ugly. Let's hope that's the last of them. Come on. Let's see what's down there.
Have you heard the tale
Crown must
of
be around here
Matthew
somewhere.
Bellamont
Spread out
and the
and keep
great
your eyes open.
treachery of Jaden Hall? Vengeance.
Get the crown off that drawer. Get to Midtown with the crown as quickly. Now. Tell Ulrich he owes me a drink. We'll stick around here for a while.
Good work. Lucky we had you with us.